Hello, I'm Maggie Pashley of maggiepashley.com, and today I just want to talk to you about the body code, which is a system I've been working with for some time now, and it was devised by an American chiropractor called Bradley Nelson. And there are two methods that are associated with him. One is called the emotion code, and I have done videos on that, including videos on heart wall clearing, which is part of the emotion code. And then there is the body code. Now, the body code is a larger system than the emotion code, and it actually includes the emotion code. Bradley Nelson, as a chiropractor, worked as most chiropractors do, making physical adjustments to his clients to help them with misalignments and other, just general health and well-being. And eventually he realized that when his clients didn't get better, or if things reoccurred very, very easily, it was generally because there was something emotional going on. And so he developed a way of working with his clients using muscle testing, which is just getting a very simple yes or no response to questions about health. So very simple questions that can be just answered with a yes signal or a no signal. And the way he worked resembles far more the body code, which is this larger system. But initially he thought that was too complicated, so he brought out this system called the emotion code, which has got a chart with 60 emotions. I'm holding the chart like this so the light doesn't catch it. But eventually he got the nudge to release the full body code, and the body code includes a lot more than the emotion code, and it can be used to address all sorts of things. It can be used to address physical things, emotional things. It can be used to address habits that are holding us back. And it uses muscle testing to, again, uncover and then energetically clear the blockages that we find. So I'll just show you, and again you won't see it that well because I have to hold my iPad at a particular angle, but just to give you an idea, this is how I might work with a client using body code. And I'll either use a lot of the time I actually use my laptop, but I'm just going to show you on my iPad because I'm using my laptop to film myself. So as I showed you before, the emotion code has just one single sheet, and the body code has probably about 160 pages that are presented by 6 windows on the screen at once. So here we've got the energy section, circuits and systems, toxins, pathogens, misalignments, and nutrition and lifestyle. So an imbalance can be in any one of these particular areas. So if I tap on one of these, let's tap on energy section, it should open. Sometimes you've got to tap a few times. There we go. So it taps into, it goes down a level, and we get another 6 windows. So the energy section is where we have blocks that relate to emotional things, beliefs, things like saboteur energy, either placed on us or us placing it on ourselves. So I'll just run through what we come here. We've got post-traumatic energy. So that's when it's more of an impact than a simple trapped emotion. It's when two emotions overwhelm us at the same time. And that can also be we can have physical traumas as well, which can come from even even things like operations or falls or accidents or something emotional that is really, really so strong that it really feels so physical. And then we've got offensive energy, which includes things like curses, includes entities, it includes coding, so things that really drain our energy, according to another person, or and then we've got mental energy. So this can even be very, very negative thoughts. It can be us having even, very, very extremely depressive thoughts, or so all of the things that come up we clear energetically, and we link them. We sometimes need to do a bit of more research, and maybe sometimes we need to know an age when something happened. So let's continue on this just little example. So addictive heart energy, that is when we look for substances outside of us to make us feel better. So this can be all the addictive substances like chocolate or alcohol or sex or gambling or shopping or internet surfing. Allergy intolerance. So this can be foods. It can also be allergic reaction to a particular place, or even a particular person, or to pet hair, or those sorts of things. And then emotional is the last window here. And emotional takes us back into the emotion code with the chart of the 60 emotions. So so in a session, I'm acting. Most of my sessions are distance sessions, so I would stand in for you and be your proxy and test myself on your behalf just by getting a simple either strong muscle. So my name is Maggie, that's strong because that's what I call myself. My name is Cynthia, is weak because I'm not Cynthia. I've never been Cynthia. Um, and so I would just simply ask, what is the underlying cause of whatever's going on for you? Is it on the left hand side? Is it on the right hand side? And then we would explore all these different windows. And once we find something, we get as much information as is required on that particular thing, which isn't the same as the kind of detail that people might be encouraged to go in with if they went to see a counsellor, or had some sort of talking therapy or psychotherapy. It's just really what we're interested in is not really re-experiencing whatever it was that was upsetting. We're looking, when we need more information, we're just needing more information in order to define the energy that we then want to clear. And we clear that energetically using a magnet. So I run a magnet over the top of my head to contact a meridian called the governing meridian or the governing vessel, and to activate our joint energy to clear whatever energy is holding you back. So obviously this isn't a substitute for medical attention. I do advise, if anybody has got something physical, that they first of all check it out with their doctor, to see if it's a symptom of something more serious. I never advise people to come off medication. So it's a complementary approach which can work alongside whatever else you may be doing. So people come to me with all sorts of things. Sometimes they have something that is definitely emotional, but they can't understand it because emotions are often not understandable. So I would work to find out what was the underlying cause of that emotion, and or it could be something and also if it's emotional, we could actually begin by going to somewhere unexpected, like a physical trauma, rather than something emotional, or it might be a saboteur energy. So Bradley Nelson has got this phrase that he uses a lot in holistic medicine: anything can cause anything. So sometimes you can go to unexpected places, but it's a very complete way of working. It includes also things that might be lifestyle choices that are affecting you. It might come up with advice for you, things that you need to incorporate into your life, such as it might come up with that you need to have some additional treatment of some kind. It might even say, have a massage, go to see a chiropractor, do more walking. And obviously these are just recommendations, so it's entirely up to you what you do with that. But it's a very... I love working in this way, and because I get to see people make really wonderful positive changes. I get to work with people all over the world, because most of my sessions are distance sessions over, well, I was going to say Skype, because that's often that was the first online conferencing thing that people were familiar with. But these days I tend to use Zoom. Sometimes I might use Messenger. We can also use phone if you prefer. So that's just an overview. So if you want to know more, you can go to my website, which is maggiepashley.com, and I'll probably write up underneath the blurb, I'll probably write the website out, maggiepashley.com. And then if you just go to body code and emotion code, you will be able to read more. And if you want to know more, then please get in touch. You can either, if you're sure that this is something you'd like to know more, maybe you've even listened to a webinar with Bradley Nelson himself, you can just book, or obviously fix up a time that is going to be suitable for both of us. You have to bear in mind, obviously, time zones. And or if you want to speak to me before you do that, then you can either email me or you can phone me, and I'll add my phone number underneath as well. So